What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with another tune from the double disc 1986, maybe 87, I'm suddenly second guessing myself, original cast recording of Phantom of the Opera. As always, big thank you to Darren for providing a lot of context and information. He is a very wise theater goer and quite knowledgeable about this particular musical itself. And we're going to listen to, is it Wishing You Were Somehow Here Again? Is that right? Yes, Wishing You Were Somehow Here Again, which I believe is Christine Daaé at her father's grave, wishing that he was still around to provide guidance and emotional support. I do believe part of the context of her feeling is that she feels a bit trapped. She's still under the influence of the Phantom, but perhaps she knows that is a doomed connection or relationship, and it is, again, a time when you might draw upon familial and paternal wisdom. So I think that's the context. Do correct me if I'm wrong, Darren. But yes, it's more of Sarah Brightman's beautiful sonorous singing and a more subtle and elegant arrangement musically. Let's give it a listen. This is from Andrew Lloyd Webber and his Phantom of the Opera musical, the second disc of the original cast release, and it is Wishing You Were Somehow Here Again.
Our Father promised her that he would send her the angel of music. Our Father promised her. Our Father promised her.
very beautiful. Indeed, it's more directly lyrically indicative of excuse me, the setting than I recalled. And yeah, like at first I think we hear like a dirge bell. There's a real like graveyard type of atmosphere, and then it is very sweet and tender, and by the end it flourishes and all the intense emotion seems to crescendo. I will say, like in the latter third, it sounds like it's a remix, if you will. Like it's a variant on one of the main musical phrases of the musical overall. And I, number one, expect that to be the case, deliberately. And number two, I was intrigued by the line, you said you would send me the angel of music. So, like, I didn't remember the context that, perhaps he envisioned her being tutored or developed by someone who was immensely talented. And I don't know exactly the context of that. I don't remember a line from earlier in the musical that gives insight to that. But the idea that it would come to fruition, but in a complicated and more mixed way, is of course great writing. And the idea that, reality, even when it conforms to predictions or prophecies, it's rarely as expected and often not perfect. So yeah, it's a very beautiful tune, and I like the way, again, there's a progression musically and vocally. And again, Sarah Brightman's voice, it's one of those voices that it is arresting when you first hear it, and it is never forgettable. So yes, big kudos to her as well. Let me know what you think, and ultimately, as I said, we've been jumping around through this compilation, or through this double disc album, but I think maybe we've gone through like almost half, at most like half, so there are plenty more tunes to go. We will go through them all eventually. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next time. Peace.